Hello there! Hello nurses and hello world! This is nurseniezl and welcome back to my channel! Video is solely for demonstration purposes only, as interpreted by the actor based on her understanding of the specific skill with reference to the Royal Marsden 10th edition. All information presented are public domain materials accessible to the relevant governing organization's website. Subtle similitude may be noticeable. However, this is not intended to be definitive guide to the NMC Part 2 Test of Competence or the Osce examination. This can be helpful materials for overseas nurses or internationally educated nurses to learn and adapt to the UK clinical setting and transition effectively into practice. Again, I would like to thank everybody for supporting my channel, nurseniezl YouTube channel, for getting this channel into 10,000 subscribers. Yes! And we are now moving on to 15k subscribers. Hopefully, we'll get into 20k anytime soon. That would be really awesome. That would really motivate me to make more videos. By the way, I would like to thank everybody for doing that, for supporting my channel. And if you're new here in my channel, welcome to the team. And yes, today I will show you how to write an evidence-based practice regarding... let's take a look. Oh yeah, how about we do cervical screening? So before we head into the video, I would like to ask you to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to get notified just in case I post more Osce videos, then hit the notification bell. Also, if you want your question to be pop up to the top and I'll be able to see them and answer them as soon as I can, then hit the join button and become a member. Alright, you've got loads of perks, such as viewing the videos that are all exclusive only for the members. Alright, anyway, every time I post the videos, the members always see the videos first before anyone else. Alright, so that's part of your perks as a member of my channel. But anyway, let's head into the business for today. Like I said a while ago, I'm going to teach you how to write an evidence-based practice regarding cervical screening. Let's just first define them terms. Cervical screening, which used to be called smear test, is a test to check the health of the cervix, and it helps prevent cervical cancer. It is offered to women and people with a cervix aged 25 to 64. What is cervical screening? According to the National Health Service UK, as mentioned a while ago, it used to be called a smear test. Who is it for? Everyone with cervix should go for cervical screening. Let's define cervix. It is the opening of the womb from the vagina. Cervical screening is not a test for cancer. It's a test to help prevent cancer. During the screening appointment, a small sample of cells will be taken from the cervix. The sample is checked for certain types of human papillomavirus or HPV. This can cause changes to the cells of the cervix. These are called high-risk types of HPV. If these types of HPV are found, sample is checked for changes in the cells of the cervix. This can be treated before they get a chance to turn into cervical cancer. Now, who's at risk of having cervical cancer? According to the National Health Service UK, anyone with cervix and have had any kind of sexual contact with a man or a woman could get a cervical cancer. This is because nearly all cervical cancers are caused by infection with high-risk types of HPV. So there are loads of research regarding cervical screening. So if you're gonna ask me if I do cervical screening, of course, because we have to, okay? We have to. And it's not very common for you as a woman to go to it, but since I got here in the UK, I always received, first year that I got here in the UK, I received a letter regarding cervical screening, and so I didn't went because I'm shy about it. But anyway, not nowadays, okay? The next year I also received a letter. I again ignored it, which I should have not. And then on the third year, I just thought, you know what? Let's just give it a go. It's back in the Philippines. If you're gonna have a cervical screening, you will have to pay for that, or you will have to wait for you to have a free checkup. I don't know nowadays if they're still doing free checkup. Hopefully, Philippine government will be much more improved nowadays and offer such and such for free. But anyway, here in the UK, it is part of your physical health evaluation. So it's part of your health evaluation. So I did attend, and the first time I have attended, first time meaning there's a second time, no, first time, and then they advise that I have to go back after 3 years. So if they see nothing in there, they're just gonna do it 3 yearly or 5 yearly, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't received my next letter yet. Women, it's a good thing to do. It's okay to have your screening. It's okay to have them down there checked. Okay? But anyway, this is not about my health. So I'm gonna go back to my topic. Anyway, side note, tangent, not the point. So, going back to the topic, evidence-based practice, whatever you do in the Osce exam, you're gonna have an evidence-based practice station and professional values, okay, aside from your API, and then 2 pairs of 2 skills. So all in all, you've got 10 when you get to the exam. However, for those skills that you have to know, you have to study, you have to perform, there's just too much, isn't it? Especially when you have this many evidence-based practice and this many professional values. How are you going to prepare for this? This is why you are here watching this video, because I'm gonna make it simpler, okay? So how are we going to write it? We're going to highlight the words that we needed to remember, so that when we get to the exam, I already have it in my brain. I'm just gonna write around it, through it, out of it, I don't know. As long as you have it with you, okay? That's why I'm here, to teach you how to write that, and that's why you're there watching this video. By the way, thank you very much. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to get notified just in case I post more Osce videos, then hit the notification bell. God, that was quick. Anyway, so when you get to your exam, you're going to be given 10 minutes to finish your evidence-based practice. This is a writing station in which all you have to do is write in silence. Does that make sense? Alright, anyway, basically the scenario goes like this. The scenario revolves around one of your patients being worried about her sexual behavior and the risk for having cervical cancer. As a nurse, as that patient nurse, you, candidate, what will you tell your patient? So again, this is a writing station in which you need to write. It's as if you are talking to your patient. Now, let me show you the marking criteria. There's a lot, isn't it? Alright, so there's actually a lot of it. In your Osce exam, you need to follow this marking criteria, because the marking criteria is the Bible for passing your Osce exam. So, candidates, you're going to be given a scenario, a long research and a scenario for you to be able to read. Now, nurses, I need you to remember this marking criteria, because you need to follow this marking criteria, okay? But just looking at it, it's just too many. There's just too many of them. So I'm going to teach you now, how are you going to write this in the actual exam. So what are we going to do? We're going to highlight the keywords, okay? So I'm going to teach you to highlight the keywords from this marking criteria in order for you to remember them when you get to the actual exam. Let's start? Yeah? Okay. So first and foremost, you have to summarize the findings of the article summary. And next, you have to draw a conclusion. And lastly, you have to make recommendation for practice. Alright? So, how are we going to highlight this marking criteria? Let's start with this one. Okay, that one. Yeah? How about we highlight these keywords? Main cause of cervical cancer. Yeah. That's your keyword here. Let's try the next one, yeah? Yeah. That's good. 10 to 20 years for cervical cancer to develop. Yeah? Okay. Let's try the next one, yeah? Correct. So again, it's good to remember these values. 30 to 45 years, peak age for developing cervical cancer. That's your keywords. Yeah. How about this next one? Yes, concern/fear about the screening. Last one. Attending screening every 3 years until she turns 49 when she should attend every 5 years. That's correct. Yeah, those are the things that you need to highlight, okay? Don't forget these nurses. Since you have to draw a conclusion, you have to use the word in conclusion with, therefore I conclude, for you to make sure that you are following the marking criteria, okay? So you choose in the research that you're going to read during your Osce exam which one is going to be your conclusion. So for me, I'd rather choose probably this one. Yeah, this is my conclusion. This is the last one. So I'll choose this as a good conclusion for the research, okay? So now that we know how to highlight the keywords, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to write an evidence-based practice regarding cervical screening. Okay? Time starts now. Oh, you're back too soon. Have you written your evidence-based practice regarding cervical screening? So I'm gonna flash on your screen my answer. Again, just a disclaimer, this is just my answer. I'm not saying that they are correct. I have done my research. You are entitled to your own research, and there's a lot of research regarding cervical screening as well. Okay? But again, let me just remind you to follow the marking criteria from the NMC, okay? Because this is an NMC Osce exam, alright? Anyway, going back to the topic. Disclaimer, this is just my answer. I'm not saying that I'm correct. I'm not saying that my answers are correct. I'm just saying this is just my opinions in accordance to my research. Alright? I hope that is clear to you, nurses. So, are you ready for my answer? Before we get into it, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to get notified just in case I post more Osce videos, then hit the notification bell. Also, if you want your question to be pop up to the top and I'll be able to see and answer your question and reply as soon as I can, then hit the join button and become a member. So you've got loads of perks as members. So please click the join button. Anyway, going back to my answer, here it is. Enjoy. I will explain to Miss R that human papillomavirus or HPV is the main cause of cervical cancer. I will also tell Miss R that it can take between 10 and 20 years for cervical cancer to develop from an HPV infection. Hence, a woman's current sexual behavior does not necessarily reflect her current risk. I will explain to Miss R that the peak age of developing cervical cancer is 30 to 45 years old and that it can happen to anyone with cervix regardless of age. I will discuss to Miss R any concerns and or fears that she has regarding cervical screening. In conclusion, I will inform Miss R that she should attend her cervical screening every 3 years and then every 5 years when she turns 49 years old. I will also advise her that after the age of 65, women will be invited to attend only if they have previously received an abnormal result. Thank you very much for joining and watching this video. I hope you learned something for today. This has been nurseniezl. See you on the next one. Bye! Alright, welcome to the shout out segment. I would like to wish a congratulations to Lito Troy for passing your Osce exam. Congratulations. I would like to give a shout out also to Curious Scream. I'm glad that your anxiety is being reduced by my videos. Welcome to the team at Maria Guria. And for the next one, I'm glad that I can make you happy. My videos can at Reshma Verma 8889. And to Kelechi J. Okoro, welcome to the team.